Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Today's topic is be good to parents. So I have accumulated many ayahs from the Quran, and we're going to be reading them together, inshallah. Okay? رب اشرح لي صدري يسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Ameen. So the first one, as you can see, we have Surah Baqarah, chapter number 2, verse number 83. So I'm going to open the annotation. Okay. What is and when أخذنا took أخذنا we took ميثاق the covenant بني from the children Israel لا not تعبدون you will worship إلا except إلا except Allah وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ and with the parents. Wa means and, B means with, walidain means parents. وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ and with the parents, ihsana, be good. وَذِي and with, ذِي الْقُرْبَى relatives. Qurba means relatives, someone's close. وَالْيَتَامَى and the orphans. وَالْمَسَاكِينَ and the needy. وَقُولُوا and speak, لِلنَّاسِ to the people, حُسْنًا good. وَأَقِيمُوا and establish as-salat, the prayer. وَآتُوا and give az-zakat, the zakah, charity. Summa then tawallaytum you turned away. Tum means you, tawallay you turned away, tawallaytum you turned away, illa except qalilan. Qalilan few. Qalilan minkum of you, wa and antum you were, antum wa antum and you were mu'aridun refusing, and you were refusing. So this is the first ayah of Surah Baqarah 83. And recall when we took the covenant from the children of Israel, enjoining upon them, do not worship except Allah, and to parents do good, and to relatives, orphans, and the needy, and speak to people good words, and establish prayer and give zakah. Then you turned away, except a few of you, and you were refusing. So here the first ayat we have of be good to your parents. Okay, a second one is Surah Nisa 36. Okay, so we're going to go to Surah Nisa 4 and 36, and onwards we're just going to do the translation. Surah Nisa 4, chapter 4, verse number 36. Worship Allah and associate nothing with Him, and to parents do good, and to relatives, orphans, the needy, and near neighbor, the neighbor farther away, the companions at your side, the traveler, and those whom your right hand possess. Indeed, Allah does not like those who are self-deluding and boastful. Good to your relatives, and with the parents, also the relatives, orphans, the needy, the near neighbor, the neighbor far away, further away. So all these you need to do. Good. So we have the second. We'll go to the third. So then we have 151. So we're going to go to the chapter 6. Just let me check if the number is correct. Yeah, 151. Chapter 6, Surah An'am, Okay, and 6, it's 151. Type it right. Okay, so there we are, 6 Surah An'am and 151. And here say, come, I will recite that your Lord has prohibited to you. He commands that you not associate anything with him, and to parents good treatment, and do not kill your children out of poverty, will provide for you and them, and do not approach immoralities. Immoralities. What is apparent of them and what is concealed, and do not kill the soul which Allah has forbidden to be killed except by legal right. This has the instruct thus this has He instructed you that you may use reason. Okay, what's next? So we have 14th, Surah Ibrahim 41. Okay, so this is dua. This is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Okay, asking forgiveness for, we should recite this for the parents as well. Forgive me and my parents. Okay. رَبَّنَا اغْفِرْ لِي وَلِوَالِدَيَّ وَلِلْمُؤْمِنِينَ يَوْمَ يَقُومُ الْحِسَابِ. Our Lord, forgive me and my parents and the believers the day the account is established. So this is a dua for the parents. That Allah forgive me and my parents and the believing on the day of establishment of the account. Okay, so now we have 1723. 1723. 17 is Bani Isra. Yeah, and then 23. So we have Al Isra, the chapter, verse number 23. In 23, we have, and your Lord has decreed that you not worship except Him, and to parents be good, and to parents good treatment. Whether one or both of them reach old age while with you, say not to them so much as uff, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word. So if we go over here, we could see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala even instructs us that not to say even off. You see the word here, off, a word of disrespect. Okay, and do not repel them. Tanharhuma wa qul lahuma, and but speak to them qawlan karima, a word noble. So we can read here waqada, and has decreed Rabbuka, your Lord, Allah, that do not ta'budu, worship illa except iyahu, him alone, wa bil walidaina, and to the parents ihsanan, be good, imma, whether yablughanna, reach, okay, is reach, indaka, with you, indaka kibara, the old age, ahaduhuma, one of them, or kilahuma, both of them, fala, then do not, naql, naqul, say, sorry, taqul, qul means to say, taqul, so do not say, lahuma, to both of them, uffin, a word of disrespect, wala, and do not, tanharhuma, repel them, waqul, and speak, waqul lahuma, to them, huma means both of them, lahuma, but speak, waqul, but speak, waqul lahuma, to them, qawlan, a word, karima, noble. So you see, Allah is emphasizing to be good to Him, to be good to the parents, and not to worship except Him only. Okay, so whether one or both of them reach old age, and not, and while with you, you say not to them off, being disrespectful, and do not repel them, but speak to them a noble word. And then in 24, we can see waqfid, and lower. Lahuma, to them, janaha, the wing, janaha zulli, humility. So you stay in humility. Zulli, minar rahmati, out of the mercy. Waqul, and say, and this is the why we must say in our prayers, Rabbirhuma kama rabbayani saghira. My Lord, Rabbi, my Lord, arhamhuma, have mercy on them. Huma means both of them. Arham, from the word raham, means have mercy. Arhamhuma, Rabbir harhuma. So Rabbi actually combines with, because this is Hamza Wasal. Rabbir harhuma, have mercy on both of them. Kama, as Rabbayani, they brought me up. Rabbayani, they brought me up. From the same word Rab, which means to bring up. Rabbayani, you have brought me up. Saghira, when I was small. And lower to them the wing of humility out of mercy, and say, My Lord, have mercy upon them as they brought me up when I was small. So this Al-Isra, ayat number 24, there's a dua which you recite every day for our parents. So this is very important. Okay. And then we have after that 29:8. So the surah is 29, okay, and the verse number is 8, okay, and we see that here we have, and we have enjoyed upon men goodness to parents. But if they endeavor to make you associate with me that of which you have no knowledge, do not obey them. To me is your return, and I will inform you about what you need to do. So here, if they're telling to associate someone with Allah, so that you would not listen to them, you would not, you have no knowledge, you will not. But otherwise, you would do good to your parents. Okay. So first is Allah, associating no partners with Allah, but then being good to parents. To see how important are so important. So this was chapter 29, Surah Ankabut, and the verse number over here is 8. Let's go next to the next one. So next one is 31, Surah Luqman, and 14. So 31 is Surah Luqman, and the verse number is maybe I just have to check the verse number again. 14. The verse number is 14. So we're going to go back to Surah Luqman, which is 31, and the verse number is 14. And if you see, it's not coming. Okay, having problem here. 31 and verse number 14. I think it should be okay. Again, have to put 31, verse number 14. And here, and we have enjoyed upon men care for his parents. His mother carried him, increasing her in weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. Be grateful to me, and that's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and to your parents. To me is the final destination. So again, after Allah, being grateful to Allah and worshiping Allah, you need to be good to your parents. And here Allah is telling that his mother carried him in weakness upon weakness, and his weaning is in 2 years. So this is also very important. Okay. And then we have 46. And this also reminds me of promotion of motherhood. Have you ever wondered why it is so painful for a mother to bring a child in this world? It is because she would be raised to a higher level from a woman to a mother. Achievement depends on hardship and sacrifice. Does it prove us no pains, no gains? We see why the mother's status is so high. With parents is mother and father. The mother, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, has here that the mother carried him, increasing in her weakness upon weakness, and weaning is in 2 years. So this is the mother does extra. Now we're in 46:15. 46 over here is okay. 46. 46. Is it 15? Let me go back and see. Yes. So 46 is Surah Ahqaf. Okay. And verse number 15, as you can see over here. Okay. And again, you can see how many times Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has emphasized the importance of parents and to be good to the parents. And we have enjoined upon men to be to his parents good treatment. His mother carried him with hardship and gave birth to him with hardship, and his gestation and weaning period is 30 months. Okay, now that was 2 years, 24 months, and here is 30 months. Okay, so that's approximately 2.5 years old. He grows until when he reaches maturity and reaches the age of 40 years. He says, my Lord, enable me to be grateful for your favor, which you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents, and to work righteousness, of which you will approve, and make righteous for me my offspring. Indeed, I have repented to you, and indeed, I am of the Muslims. Okay. Okay. So we're here, and now we have um the last one. Okay, and it's the same ayah, and the next one is also 16. Is also related. And here, those are the ones from whom we will accept the best of what they did and overlook their misdeeds. Their beings among the companions of paradise. Their beings. That is the promise of truth which they have been promised. Okay, so okay, I see it over here. So those are the ones from who we will accept the best. Allah will accept the best of what they did and overlook their misdeeds. Okay, so this is what they pray for their parents, and among them that we read over here, that my Lord enable me to be grateful for your favor which you have bestowed upon me and upon my parents. Okay, and also my parents, and to work righteousness of which you will approve and make righteousness for me and my offsprings. Okay, and make righteous for me my offsprings. Indeed, I have repented to you, and indeed I am of the Muslims. And again, the next ayah is also related. But one who says to his parents, off to you, do you promise me that I will be brought forth from the earth when generations before me have already passed on into oblivion, while they call to Allah for help and to their son? Woe to you! Believe indeed the promise of Allah is truth. But he says this is not but legends of the former people. So there's the people who say, you know, who do not believe. And for help and to this, and so woe, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala saying, woe to you, believe indeed the promise of Allah is truth. But he said this is not but legends of the former people. So he said that this is what the people previous used to say. So these are not the ones who are the followers. So over here, so this is 46, the last one. So we have covered, alhamdulillah, many topics. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 places in the Quran we have read together the importance of being good to the parents. Subhana rabbika rabbil izzati amma yasifun